Hey guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Cancer for March 2020. So guys, keep in mind it's general. It can't possibly fit everyone's situation, but keep what you feel is for you, what resonates on a soul level, and know that no matter what cards we get, no matter what Spirit has to offer, it's still up to you and your Grassroots Evolution and the choices you make and the steps that you take to get whatever fulfillment it is that you would like to see in this world. And that, my friends, is personal power. So know that time is fluid as well. If you encounter this after March, it still may resonate. If you get it in a different year, it still may resonate. Spirit comes through when it does. I put a date on it just to kind of keep track. So guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. And if you feel like this resonates at the end, please feel free and join the journey with me. Hit subscribe and let me encounter your energy more often. And for all my subscribers, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I truly love you guys, and it's awesome to be doing this. So I'm going to take a moment to ask Spirit to jump in to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself this reading, and any of you who would ask for it. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron as well as Archangel Gabriel to join us, and I'm going to ask the Spiritess of the Goddess Isis as well, guys, to join us today, and to use me as the clearest channel to deliver messages only for the highest good of those of you watching, as well as to, deliver this in a way that we can understand. So I'm going to jump right into it. First, I'm going to bring a message from the postcard from Spirit Oracle, and this is by Colette Baron Reed. So if I trigger you throughout this, if there's something that touches your soul, why was it here? What was the message that you felt was important from it? And how can you use it, whatever's come up into your conscious awareness, to bring positive change in your life this month? So let's get one message, please, Spirit. I am also a Gemini on the cusp of Cancer. They give us two that follow, just making sure nothing else popped. So as well, transparency here, guys, because I feel like Cancer energy, especially when we're in the time of Pisces, we're going to be feeling a little bit more energy in terms of emotions. And guys, because we are a crowd, because we are a water sign, it's not something that we're not comfortable in, but Pisces energy may really, really intensify it, as well as we've just had a full moon in Virgo on, I believe it was the 9th or 10th of March. Some of you may really still be feeling this, and it may have caused a big shakeup. There may be changes. What I want to remind you before I get into this is to just always stay and maintain your personal power, to keep your authenticity at all costs, not to dim your light, not to allow it to dwindle, not to accept things in your life that you wouldn't want in your life just to have someone in it, is one of the messages as well that I'm getting. So again, keep what resonates. If it's not for you, just disregard it, okay? Sometimes it may be a specific message for someone. So I'm going to take the two cards that we got. This first one here has angels and chickens, and it looks like hens and a bunch of stuff just all around a fountain of water, right? What I'm feeling like this is sharing in joy as well as sharing in emotions. And we get, dearest you, oh my, things are stirred up and change is upon you. This is cause for celebration. No need to be nervous. But know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainty of life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear. Rather, in spite of it or even because of it, step into the unknown now. I'm going to pause. But what I'm thinking of right now is my son loves Frozen 2. And that, I can't even do it, I'm sorry, but there's a part of the song Into the Unknown, and what will happen if I follow you, right? That I don't want to go, everything I need is here, but there could be something great over there. Sometimes we fear what we don't know, but think of all the times in your life where you had to take that step, and you were afraid to do it, but then after you did it, you're like, well, that wasn't that bad. The only way we get better at facing our fears as well as to practice it, to do it continually. So knowing as well, there's rational fear, such as I will not feed bears. And if I see a bear on my walk, I will get away, right? I will do the things. I think you're supposed to make yourself look big, make lots of noise, seem threatening to the bear so that you don't seem like a tasty meat and morsel. But if there's something of, I'm afraid to talk to this person, or I'm afraid to go here because of this, these kinds of things is stuff that when we have it right in our soul, when we have it right with ourselves, and we come to this world with acceptance, we express our emotions, we express our authentic self and our true self, and then if other people are bothered by this, or don't accept it within us, we know that while in this position, in this situation, this was not for my highest good to continue. You showed me where I needed to see, thank you, and continue on. But mustering up the courage, right, to move even though it may be afraid. And if you guys haven't watched Frozen 2, I suggest you do. Or just look into the song Into the Unknown from Frozen 2. Because, you know, what'll happen if you follow this inkling, if there's an inkling that you want to do something, but you're just afraid because at this current point in your life, you don't know how that could look. This is something that Spirit's saying, you know what, time to go for it. Time to not let fear hold you back. So I'm going to start reading again. Let go of the branch you are clinging to, and let Spirit take the wheel and help you steer to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said? Take one step toward the gods, and they will take 10 towards you. We are all doing the Destiny Cha-Cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always. Don't be afraid to celebrate life, and don't be afraid of the truth. Don't be afraid of the wonderful either. And don't be afraid of the fact that your life is meant to be wonderful. You are meant to experience wonderful. So if outside influence or other things in your life don't feel as wonderful, it comes down exactly to our mindset. And whether we allow the fear to keep us down, because think about the wonderful, wonderful things in our world. Sometimes they are scary to jump in. One thing I'm hearing is a relationship. Sometimes it's scary to jump into a new relationship because you're afraid, what if it doesn't work out? But what if it does? Right? This is the same kind of thing. What if I don't want to get involved, you know, because what if my heart gets too invested? This kind of thing. We learn from that. It's the same thing. Maybe you want to take a dance class, but you're afraid that other people are going to look at you and go, she doesn't know how to dance. They're in the class too. Don't be afraid of what brings you joy, and don't be afraid of expressing and feeling true joy as well. The next card we get, here's this, it says celebrate life, and you see an angel there playing, I'm not sure what that thing is called, but playing an instrument. And it says, dear you, uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world, and that is really true right now. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable, but leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When you are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hidden in plain sight. Check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential for your life. Right now, the advice we have for you is this. Try something new. Do something different. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take the first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. Yeah. You'll be so glad that you did, because a treasure will appear. You're so proud of you for being brave, or we are so proud of you for being brave. You are so loved and supported. Again, bravery and courage don't come from the absence of fear. They come because we face it. They come because we still take those steps forward even though we're afraid. Some of you as well, this is just a public service announcement for anyone who's getting really worked up and scared of like coronavirus or anything like that. Deep breaths. Try not to watch the media too much. Take the precautions that you can. And try not to let those worries stop you from enjoying today. Okay? That's the message that I have, and with that, that's where I'm going to leave it. But Spirit's saying, hey, jump, take some courage, You know, at this point, I heard acts of wisdom as well, that we don't know how things are going to turn out because they're unknown to us. But sometimes the only way, like they said, the only way we can find out what it's going to look like, the only way we can find out how it's going to feel is to do it. So take those baby steps, my friends. I'm going to ask a message from the, I think this is called the Magical Unicorn Oracle as well before we move into tarot, guys. I'm just checking the time here. Thank you. So we get 2. Best friends and pets. And so we get true friends stick together no matter what. So the people in your life, don't be afraid of going and branching out other ways for fear of losing people in your life, because like this says, true friends stick together no matter what. You may have lulls, you may have times of silence, you may have squabbles. Everybody has this stuff in your life, right? But true friends aren't going to leave because you've taken a jump and a leap of faith to do something that's for you. They're going to be there to support you, cheering you on. And we get pets as well. You love and understand animals. For some of you as well, you know, if you are in fear, if you're having trouble thinking about what is the next step for me, they want me to show you the bottom, 2 bottoms. I want to show you the 3rd one because this is important. Water. But you get change, right? And they want me to show you this. Wish upon a star. But change. The changes that you're going through are positive, right? Accepting and embracing them very soon. What you're asking will happen soon in a happy way. So make a wish upon a star. Make a wish and expect the very best. And when that comes to you, my dears, try not to let fear stop you. Try not to let fear get in your way. This is just as much a message for myself as well. So no preaching here, because the thing is, fear really is a strong force in our life if we give it the power. But if we don't allow it the power, and if we say as we're moving through, and this could be positive affirmations, each step of the way, I am safe, I am protected, I am loved. Really working as well on your root, on the root chakra, I'm feeling, is what I'm hearing, to ensure that you are stable and grounded throughout this. And definitely drink your water, get near water. Drink more water and eat foods with water in them, such as fresh fruits and vegetables. Nourish your body so that you are not dehydrated, so that whenever you are moving forward, you are definitely putting your best step forward. And if this kind of endeavor that you're wanting to go towards is like a workout regime or something like that, strength building, for sure we want to get some water into us. We want our muscles to be working appropriately, and our whole body needs to have this. We need to be hydrated with good water, as well as this could be get out to water, clear your mind, do some meditations to help you release any fear that you may have. As well as I'm being guided to show you this beautiful yellow calcite. And it reminds me of this with this best friends. This is as well as I feel like harnessing in joy, the sun, right? Such a sunshiny, happy stone. Ooh, I'm throwing it. But getting out into the sun with your friends, letting fear kind of fall away from you and stepping through it anyway. So I'm going to ask a message from the Shadowscapes Tarot with a little tarot wisdom, please, Spirit. And you get the 5 of Pentacles. Now, I believe it was in the reverse, but this is still a change in the physical. Like they said, change is coming, baby. So, in times where maybe you have sat out because it was in the reverse, you see this lady or this woman sitting here? There's a butterfly here. But because her head's stuck in there, she's not noticing. She's not seeing what is actually there for her, the pentacle above her head, nor the transformation in front of her. And this is often, to me, this fear, too, as well, of moving forward. It's not about fear, this card, but it's about feeling stagnant and feeling left out. And in this case, please try not to feel that way, because Spirit has your back. And again, if there's a situation, if there's with a friendship or whatnot, you're feeling left out, remember, true friends stick together no matter what. And if there's a situation in your life where we maybe lose people or things aren't what they seem, we have to remember as well, there's 2 knights. We have to remember as well in this situation that the universe is here to teach us a lesson, and often it does that through our relationships. So you get the Knight of Cups here, and the Knight of Wands was at the bottom. And I feel like rather than sitting and wallowing in a loss or fear, get up and actively do something for yourself. Go towards something that brings you love. Go towards something that brings you fire. Tell me about the Knights, please, Spirit, because this is the change, right? And these are the change agents, the Knights, charging forward, right? And this reminds me so much of Frozen 2. I'm not going to ruin it for those of you who haven't watched it, but really struggling through whatever has held you back to get towards your heart's desires. And this stuff, this emotion, this could be fear, too. Tell me about the Knights. Okay. 2 fell this way, I'm going to take them. And you have the 7 of Pentacles and the World. I'm going to put the rest back because I feel like this is choosing a new start, knowing that something is right for the picking, and it is time to make this